some people want to say it does because they want to say, well, empathy is somehow more profound, a more profound identification than pity or compassion or sympathy. And it's costly, so it's something in which the person who's empathetic really gives of themselves, and there's a real bond between them and the first person who's suffering. I follow the thought of Edith Stein in this, as does Martha Nussbaum and I think Linda Zagzebski, that actually it can't be exactly the same suffering as the person whose primary suffering it is. If it were, it wouldn't even be empathy in a sense. It would just be that suffering, and you would lose your sense of self-identification. You would kind of cease to be yourself in some sense. So I don't think that's what happens, but I see empathy mostly as a kind of imaginative identification with the person. And often we're drawing on our own experiences of suffering when we imaginatively identify. And I do think that's costly in terms of energy, in terms of the thought that we put into it. It's not a kind of fast or glib or insensitive response to someone's suffering. But we are not exactly that person, and that seems important to remember so we don't project our own feelings and so on onto that other person.